And we are joined now by the #2 finisher in South Carolina, Senator Marco Rubio. Thanks for joining us this morning. And Senator Rubio, we just heard Donald Trump say he's not sure you're eligible to run for president. Your response?
Well, this is a pattern. This is a game he plays. He says something that's edgy and outrageous, and then the media flocks and covers that, and then no one else can get any coverage on anything else. And that worked when there were 15 people running for president. It's not going to work anymore. I'm going to spend zero time on his interpretation of the Constitution with regards to eligibility. And I'm going to spend all my time talking about what this campaign should be about. This country faces a very significant and important choice in 2016, and it needs to be made in a serious way. The consequences are extraordinary if we get this election wrong. And Republicans need to nominate someone who's going to unify the party, who's going to grow the party, and who's going to win this election. And that's why I'm asking people to vote for me and to go on my website, marcorubio.com, and sign up and be a part of our effort.
One report in the Huffington Post this morning that Mitt Romney may be set to endorse you. Is that true? Have you spoken to him? Do you expect it?
I've spoken to Governor Romney. He is not set to endorse me, and if he were, we wouldn't be announcing it on the Huffington Post. So, but he's not scheduled to endorse me. I would love to have his endorsement, but there's nothing forthcoming today, or in the days to come, as far as I know.
In the meantime, his top strategist from the last time around, Stuart Stevens, is in the New York Times this morning, taking a shot at your campaign. He's saying it's crazy that nobody else is trying to win except Trump. Rubio is not going after the person who is winning. I've never seen a campaign that seems as satisfied not to go after the leader. Is it time to take on Mr. Trump directly?
Well, this is not an election like others up to this point. As I said, there's 7, 8 people dividing up 70% of the vote. And so we had a very unusual circumstance. I was being attacked from all sides. I mean, I had one super PAC that spent $40 million going after me. So you can only take on so many people at one time. And this is not about going after Donald Trump. It isn't. I know people want to obsess about that. This election is about who is best capable of uniting the Republican Party. I know that I am. Well, he's the front runner when you have 7 people running and they're dividing up 70% of the vote. We need to remember here, over 70% of Republicans nationally have basically said we're not voting for Donald Trump. And as long as that 70% is being divided up by 5 people, of course he's the front runner. But once that number narrows, we'll have a different election, and we're getting closer to that point. But we have to nominate someone that will bring us together as a party, that will grow it, that can take our message to new people, and more importantly, that can win. Someone that's going to win in November. We cannot lose this election. And I give our party the chance to nominate someone as conservative as anyone in this race. But I am a conservative that can unite us, that can grow this party, and that can ultimately win in November. And that's the argument we're going to be making. And if there are differences between me and Donald Trump on policy, as I'm sure there are, we are going to be talking about those.
So what are the differences, plain and simple? Bottom line, is he qualified, in your view, to be commander-in-chief? Can you support him if he's the nominee?
Well, I'm going to support the Republican nominee because what the Democrats are offering is so horrific. But I will say this, I don't believe that he has exhibited an understanding of foreign policy, which is the most important job of the commander-in-chief. And to say I'm just going to surround myself with really smart people, that's not enough. Surrounding yourself with smart people alone is not enough. You yourself have to make judgments. You have to understand these things. And here's the deal. On the day he becomes president, or I become president, or anyone becomes president, Vladimir Putin's not going to have a 6-month honeymoon period. The world's not going to wait until you catch up before they start testing you. You better understand these from day one. And the other problem is our next president has to be someone that can bring this country together, some level of unity, not unanimity. We're not going to agree on every issue, but someone that will seek to unite Americans, not pit us against each other. And that's the kind of campaign I tried to run. That's the kind of president I'll be. I'll be a president for all Americans, even those who do not agree with me. And I think that is really important given what we faced the last 7 years and how divisive Barack Obama has been.
3 big contests so far. You've come in 3rd, 5th, and now 2nd in South Carolina. The big question for you is, where do you win?
Well, when we get to these winner-take-all states, we have to start winning because they award all their delegates to one person. And if you look at what we're doing now, we are going to be doing a national campaign. I mean, I am in Tennessee today, then I'm going to Arkansas, and then we finish up in Nevada, and tomorrow more of the same. We're competing everywhere. So the way this process works for people that are watching is these states right now are awarding delegates proportionally, but come March 15th, if you win a state, you get all of their delegates. That's when it's really going to start to matter, and we'll be in real good shape for that.
And Florida's must win?
Well, I think that's true for everyone in this race, and that's always been true. And we feel real good about Florida, especially now that the race is narrowed, and obviously have a lot of admiration and respect for Governor Bush. We obviously shared a lot of supporters. Now that he's suspended his campaign, I think that really boosts us, not just in Florida, but in Ohio and in other key places around the country that are going to award a tremendous number of delegates.
Senator Rubio, thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you.